Hello, I'm Eric Bay, and welcome to part 4 of the making of my debut album. I'm here at our family summer home in Denmark on a short holiday, and I thought I'd film some of this video here to give a little bit of location value, because it shouldn't always just be me sitting at my electric piano at home rabbiting on, should it? This is a real piano. It's been in our family for generations, and I always play it when we come here, although I haven't been here for a while, so I hope it's still sounding good. Because I'm funding this album myself, we often have to use fake or synthesized instruments when recording, because I can't always afford, or we don't have access to, violas, bagpipes, French horns, nose flutes, or what have you. So I do appreciate a real instrument every now and then. It's always good to sit down at a real instrument, because they sound a lot better, I find. When was the last time this was tuned, this piano?
About 1990.
So at least 10 years ago, more than that.
Yeah.
Right. It sounded in tune when I was younger. Yeah.
Well, it's mostly used as a drink cabinet these days, and bottles and stuff.
I think there's bottles under there. This was mainly why I came to Denmark, to do this whole real instrument bit. So
Oh, right.
kind of a wasted. Oh. Back from Denmark. Back home, back to my trusty, dusty piano. May not be a real instrument, but at least it's in tune. And it's a good thing that it's in tune, because today, in a rare moment of not leaving things to the last minute, which I nearly always do, is my cat coming here? Yes. I'm recording the piano tracks for a lovely romantic ballad that I'll be recording in the studio in about a month's time, called I Can't Wait to Meet You. But I haven't got all the lyrics for it yet. Hopefully I won't leave that to the last minute. Yeah, I don't quite know what they are yet. I do. I've got them right here. I wrote them. Well, I finished writing them this morning, actually, in the car. That's where I do a lot of my last-minute lyric writing. So hopefully I won't leave that till the last minute again. I'm recording using a MIDI cable today. In the past I've used, like when I was recording my debut EP Pear-Shaped, please buy it, I would use an analog cable which kind of captured the performance as I played it. But I found through experience that it's a lot easier to capture the performance digitally, because the track I do, it may not be very good. It was a very good piano track, by the way. Yeah, very good. Hardly needed anything changing. Oh, thank you. I do try. But sometimes, things happen in the studio, like you might need to move the song into a different key, or a different time signature, or a different, you might be too loud on some notes, too quiet on others, and you just need to change it, and it's just a hell of a lot easier to do if you record in MIDI. Must be cool being future Eric, because I'm sitting here, I don't know what's going to happen a month from now, and he does. Like, what's the weather like a month from now? It's okay. It's a bit wet.
Grey.
Windy and grey.
Windy.
Okay. Oh, well, pretty much what it is like today. It's windy in Denmark too, I guess it's just that time of year. It's cool what you can do with editing though, isn't it? Like, if I wanted to go back to Denmark, like right now, I could. See? Now I'm in England. And now I'm in Denmark. England. Denmark. See? It's just some of the fun you can have when you abandon dignity altogether. Yes, it's about the song. I Can't Wait to Meet You. It's about a wish for reuniting with someone, or finally meeting someone. It could be in the sense of love, wanting to meet someone, or it could be if you just wish to see someone again that you've lost, or who's passed on, or whatever. If you so it's a reunion song, a nice fake instruments for real sentiment. Okay, there's all the recordings of all the fake instruments we've used, but they sound good. And now we just need a trumpet for the kind of triumphant, Christmassy-esque ending. Oh, bloody hell, look how many trumpets we've got. Which...
Okay, we got trumpet 1, player 1, key switch,
trumpet 2, player 1 key
Yeah,
switch,
no, I can see
trumpet
that.
overlay,
I can
piccolo
see
trumpet,
them,
solo vib,
but
trumpet.
I need to know a good one. I can see.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they all sound like. Oh, hold on a second. I know a trumpet guy.
You have a
Give me
trumpet.
a second.
You have a
Give me
trumpet
second.
guy. Someone who's knowledgeable about trumpets.
A second.
Who is this person you're calling?
Hold on. Wait a minute. It's ringing. Horny Pete. Yeah, it's Joe. How you doing? Yeah.
Trumpet guy.
Yeah, I know.
Pete.
Yeah. Anyway, Pete. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Pete.
Get to the point, Pete.
We got a trumpet thing. We're putting in some fake trumpets to this song for Eric Bay, and we've got too many to choose from. What one are we after?
What's a good one?
It's in the ARIA player. Solo.
Yeah.
Piccolo trumpet solo vib. All right, Pete. Bye, mate.
That one. It's not focusing. Oh. But you said that's a good one.
That's the one.
All right.
Horny Pete says so.
Well, Horny Pete's word is gospel, so let's put it in there.
I can't wait to meet you.
I can't wait to hear what this trumpet sounds like.
You and me will be together.
Here it comes now. Sounds lovely.
It's Christmas, Eric.
It does. You can just picture like children holding hands and singing this song. Looks like it's from Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, but those horns sound lovely. Horny Pete knows his shit, that's for sure.
He gave us the right horn.
He did. Oh yeah.
Da, da, da. Yeah, lovely song. Lovely song.
I thought that was a pretty good joke.
It was.
Gave us the right horn.
Yeah.
Like I Can't Wait to Meet You, Sleep, it can be interpreted in several ways. If you're a literalist, you may just see it as being a song about a nice nap. A little song about a nap. Or if you're into the more kind of metaphorical, spiritual interpretation, if you're one of them, you could see it as being a song about death. Because there's a line in the chorus, don't you cry, don't you weep, just slip into the endless sleep. You know, it's kind of floating away imagery, could be that. But to be honest, most of the lyrics came from a recent trip to Amsterdam that I went on, where I dabbled in the local horticulture, I have to say. And I did indeed see visions of purple clouds and some of the other things in the lyrics. So it's another case of an old song with new lyrics. A very old song, actually. Sleep is the oldest song on the album. It's actually the 4th song I ever wrote, like 14 years ago, back when I was 11, God. So when you hear the track, you'll be all the more impressed for knowing that. And I wrote it on my first keyboard, which is under the bed here. I haven't called the track Sleep because I keep the keyboard I wrote it on under the bed, you understand. It's not like if I kept the keyboard in the kitchen or the bathroom, I'd call it Cook or Bathe. That would be stupid and unhygienic, probably. But here it is. Memories. Haven't seen the thing in years. It still sounds this. Power adapter. What's that? Power adapter. I can't find the power adapter. I've spent half an hour looking for it, and I just have no idea where. I lost it. That's why I needed a new keyboard in the first place. Shit. Well, I can't show you what it would have sounded like on a junior keyboard, so I'll have to show you what it sounds like on a grown-up keyboard. But I'll try and play like an 11-year-old, you know, just so you get the idea. The first half of the song is very kind of gentle and dreamy, and it goes a bit like this. Got this very kind of almost childlike lullaby quality to it, and I don't remember writing it. I mean, I don't remember a lot of stuff I did when I was 11, but I don't remember writing it. So I've always wondered if subconsciously I was influenced by like lullabies that my parents sang to me when I was little. What is it with cats interrupting me? Yeah, you want to get out? All right, let's go. it out. Bothering me all the time. Where was I? Yes. And the second half of the song, I wanted like a really mad, kind of pulls out, no holds barred guitar solo, where we kind of pile everything on and it goes all David Gilmour. And I knew to make that work, I'd need a really good guitarist, a really good musician. And you're what we've got. So, do you think you're up to the challenge, Joe?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah.
This is going to take a portion of my skill. No, all of my skill.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's see some of that skill. Give me a blistering guitar solo now.
Is that a good start?
That's a very good start. You see, when I wrote the song, I wasn't a virtuoso. I was 11, for God's sake. I wasn't Mozart. I'm still not a virtuoso, but I like to think I've gotten better. But I'd written the first few bars of what I wanted the solo to be, kind of like the launching pad for whoever ended up doing it, so they could take that idea and run with it and get madder and madder and madder. And Joe did just that.
Okay, so this is what the entirety of the song Sleep looks like in Logic format, which is the program we use. As you can see in the second half, which is mainly this half, there's all those different instruments in there. And we've got some horns in here, haven't we? Play the fundamental trombones.
Yeah, okay, here's our fundamental trombones. They're just down here.
Oh, that's the church. Very Inception, I like that. And now we've got the trumpet, turn on the trumpets. That is the same trumpet that we used in I Can't Wait to Meet You. These are from when Joe did the solo in numerous bits. As you can see, different positions inspired him to do different things, so we had to piece it together. It was a process of madness. What do you think of my lullaby theory, Joe? Do you think I was subconsciously influenced by something I heard around the time when I wrote it?
Listen, if your parents were still singing you lullabies at 11, that's just plain weird. But if it was this kind of lullaby,
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
pretty cool. Turn it up for the English here. Right, now, lying to myself, next song, is a song about mankind's capacity for denial. How you can start off doing something, so convinced it's a good idea, and then halfway through, you realise it's probably not. I don't know how to get down. I've got wind blindness. Put that down and help me, for Christ's sake. Well, I got that. Thanks to you. It's a lovely tree. I bet you cut it out. I can sell. A month later in a different country and it still hurts. Hey Mickey, how you doing? Oh, good boy. Anyway, as I was trying to say, but the wind wouldn't let me, lying to myself is about denial, really. How you can convince yourself of almost anything and you can go along with it for ages and ages and not admit to yourself that you know, that it's not working or it's not right. But denial is a powerful force.
Never underestimate the power of denial.
That guy knows what he's talking about. Although I also like to videotape weird stuff, so don't know how much we can trust him. A song is made 3 times: when it's written, when it's recorded, and when it's mixed. Lying to Myself is a song that we've really found in the mix. We've tried lots of different combinations of instruments to find out what works. We also found it in the recording because I turned up without this bit, the middle eight, with nothing actually written for it, just chords. But we've got a few medieval sounding instruments for it. We've got a harpsichord, a cello, and some recorders. And they sound quite nice. They've got kind of a nice phrase and response thing going. Let's hear what they sound like. Cool. So it works. There's more instruments in it than that, but I like to use unique instruments for each song, so it's not the same lineup for each song. But those recorders, I'm not quite sure about them. They're nice, but it's always preferable to have the real thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Windy Pete says it's best to use a real recorder.
Don't want to know how he got that name. There we go. And as it so happens, I have one. So let's see if I remember how to play this. Okay, been a while, but I'm gonna have a little practice before we record the recorder.
Ha!
Yes. I think I'll play the 20th Century Fox theme. I think I know how that goes. Yeah. Never had one lesson. I think the fake ones are fine. It's just occurred to me that with all this talk of lying to myself, I haven't actually played you any of the song, which is stupid. How are you going to know what I'm talking about?
You're telling me, with all that time travel location hopping bullshit of yours, you forgot to include any actual music?
Well, for this song, yes, but we can soon fix that. How much time do we have left on the video?
About a minute.
A minute. Well, I'll play the whole thing really, really fast. Okay, okay, here we go.
No! Just no.
What else can I do? I know. I'll put the whole song in its entirety up on YouTube for you to listen to.
Did you have that planned all along?
Yes. The lesson here is never underestimate me.
No. The lesson is you need to shut up once in a while.
There can be two.